Is it just me or is music not playing? I don't know.
Uh,
Whatever. It was probably just me.
This is Random Nerd.
And Meg Opinionated, and welcome to Truth Talks, where we talk about the CIA, basically.
History and everything that goes with it.
Right. Oh,
There's
goodness.
a lot.
That really
There's,
is.
yeah.
And there's a lot going on in the world right now. We got the Minnesota shit going on, which definitely is going to be an episode of Opinionated. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. And today I'm like, this episode, I don't feel like it's gonna really be a big episode, but I do feel like it's really important knowledge.
It is, and it does dive into a little bit of human psychology even. I know that we talked about MK Ultra, but that was more so a directed operation program. This episode is more of a health side of things. So we'll
Right.
get to that later.
Definitely. Because this shit is whack. And I've known a little bit about this for quite a little bit. Like the first few documents actually like for these projects that were released, I'm pretty sure they started releasing them in my apologies. I was about to say 2002, but the petition for them to be released started in 2002, but they were officially released in 2003.
Ah,
And it's and they've slowly been dripping information off of this like since. Like, so I wonder like how much is still classified.
right.
And it makes me mad because I won't know. I
No,
won't know
right.
until it comes out.
So what's the most recent declassified you have?
That I have currently is up 2011.
Ooh, that's still a ways back too.
It is. It is. But this one's kind of odd, because it's about the different kinds of crystals and the frequencies used to like kind of go through the crystals and do some things. But in this file, this specific one, a shit ton is redacted still. And there's even like pictures of these crystals, at least that's what it seems. And the pictures are redacted.
Interesting. So
So,
it's still classified.
yeah.
Interesting.
So it's like how much of this is classified is really like the question, and how long is it going to take for this to be unclassified? Like
I mean, we could push for it to be declassified. I mean,
this is true.
we've got the FOIAs, so we can try that. If
That
anyone
is
is, yeah, if anyone is, I wouldn't even say curious. If you really want to know, somebody will submit FOIA requests. And for any listeners that are interested, by all means, please, submit those forms. We're while while Meg and I can do that ourselves. I mean, we've all got personal lives. It's not that we can't. We're just busy.
I mean, honestly, like I'm looking into doing a really big FOIA request. But that's kind of like my underground project. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So we
Um,
do have day activities, and you know we are asking for your assistance, for your help, just like with any other episode. You know, we're only two voices, several others with guests, but you know we share this with you guys, and you know we want you to we actually do are asking for your feedback. So help us
absolutely.
help you. Help us
And
help you.
definitely don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button, hit that bell, ding ding a ling ling, whatever. Hit it, don't, whatever. Um Also, we've got a new new little description on the bottom. As I already said, don't forget to like and subscribe. All the blank marks is me being like, or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Then help us with this podcast going. Keep this podcast going. Donate to Venmo or Cash App for Mega Opinionated, or Cash App for Random Nerd, or what is it? Keo
Ko-fi.
Ko-Fi
Ko-fi.
Random Nerd 88.
Yeah.
So
It,
feel
it's like
free.
a it's like the buy me a coffee, but it's Ko-fi.
Oh, you know what's interesting about that? So I have speaking of which, I'm gonna do that challenge I was telling you about. Let me just screen. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So, you all know that I have been doing beacons for a fucking hot minute. I feel like I've been doing beacons forever. But apparently the beacons isn't working on any for anybody. Um so if you all, wherever you're watching from, try to click on that beacons link and leave it in the comments to let me know if it's working or not. Because I love this app. I really, really do. But I'm getting no traffic for no reason. There's also buy me a Red Bull at the bottom. Fucking love that. But anywho,
Right.
so that was the whole buy me a coffee thing. That's why I remembered it. Um, but yeah, go. I haven't updated it in a little bit, but I will if it's working. But if it's not working, I think I'm gonna try and go to Linktree. So if y'all could check that out, see if it's working. Leave a comment whether you were able to get in or not, because this has the links to all of our pages, all of the stuff that we do. So I feel that it's extremely important um, that we figure out what the hell is going on with the beacons.
Yes, yes. And we can't do this without you. So if you can help us, you know, just to make sure that our links are active and working, it'll help us get more information to you.
Right, because it's frustrating. Like obviously you can see that I can bring it up, right? I can bring it up on my computer,
Yes.
but everybody else apparently can't do it, which is really
Right.
weird to me. So I'm like, are you just shadow banning my link for like no reason? Like what the heck is going on here? Anywho's, um, let's see. Oh, nice. So, also, if you haven't watched, friggin' one of our dear friends who goes by Death Chemist, who live streams games. He talks about, what he's basically sponsored by the In Sessions Media, and has a lot of information. So if you're a gamer and you like that kind of shit, he's on YouTube and Twitch. He was going to air like basically podcast stuff in the background or listen to it in the background, but Twitch does not like that. How unfortunate. Um,
Right.
so but he is one of the new ones to the team. He's currently live streaming on his account. But yeah, it's shared on, I believe, my Facebook at least. Anywho's, but he's doing really well over there. We freaking love it. And the more we have, the better. And I might have some big news that you might not even know, nerd. Maybe I'll save that. I don't know.
Well, any news is good news, right?
Right? We may have a bird in the cage.
Well, that is some big news.
That is so big. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm gonna say might because there hasn't been an actual definitive answer, but it is definitely in the works to do another show launching for In Sessions.
Yes.
So that'll definitely be fun.
Nice.
And that'll be also for not just the right, not just the black pilled, as I am stating as myself, or the conspiracy people, or even just the nerdy fact people. I almost said nerdy fact people. Nerdy fact people. That watch, especially truth talks. We talk about a lot of like the CIA and actual documents, and then we have Opinionated, which is very opinionated oriented, where we have debates, we have odd topics, we have weird things. So like, and we're growing, and I love that, and I can't wait to see how we are at the end of this year. I'm so excited to see how much it grows and to get more and more people in here, which brings me to, aw, damn it, Keegan, he's fired. I mean, IT guy, he's fired. He got rid of the email address that was in here for the banner. I'm gonna have to kick his freaking butt.
It's all right. It's all right.
Right? I think it's In Sessions podcast at.
Yes.
I don't remember.
If you can, I was actually just looking it up. So INSESSION podcast at yahoo.com. So I want to share this. One moment, people. Okay, I sent it in the chat. I sent it in the chat.
Oh, I got it. I
Yeah.
just got it.
So our email, please. We want to interact with you guys. If you have any feedback, good, bad, keep it respectful. If you love us,
now. I can
this. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. I think it's actually uppercase I. Actually, just look. Yeah. So hold on, people. Hold on. So uppercase I in session podcast at yahoo.com. But any feedback, if you want for us to talk about a certain topic, or if you want to come up for a guest, share your thoughts on whatever is going on, opinionated, or if you would like to join us on Truth Talks and share your thoughts on whatever CIA item, whether past, present, or something that we haven't touched on yet.
Right, absolutely. I would love that. All right, here we go. I fixed it.
There it is. Yes.
So yeah, absolutely. Email us. Send nerds some love letters. I'm
right. I mean,
like that.
If you're gonna hate me, at least make it a thoughtful, meaningful hate.
I mean, honestly, I think it would be hilarious if we did an In Sessions mail and we read like just the craziest emails that we get. I feel like that would be so much fun. Absolutely.
Do that.
harass us with weird emails, okay? Like, I'm like, just do it. I feel like it will be a fun time. Well, I'm just dying over here. I'm sorry. um, so yeah, let's get back to our actual topic. Um,
Right.
so the CIA has done a lot of work with a lot of things. We've mentioned things like masks. We've talked about friggin' their machineries that can fuck with the weather. We've talked about a lot of the different things that they do, but nothing really. I feel like helpful. Like it's nothing that's like really good. It's more like wow, like what the fuck are they doing? This
Yeah.
information, I feel like, is very important because it's actually beneficial.
Yes.
Like
And this it's kind of hard to explain because it's not specifically a CIA item, but it once CIA picked it up, it's kind of it's hard to explain. So to put it in simple terms, it's essentially working with sound vibrations and the frequencies of sound vibrations and how it affects the human body and especially the human mind.
right. Did you know? This is a fun fact. Kind of, sorta on the conspiracy level, but it's a fun fact. Did you ever hear about the famous rap meeting
I have
that
not actually.
changed, it changed the rap world or R&B world? Um, Basically, there was a big meeting with like Tupac and a bunch of them, and it was all about different frequencies that were being banned in music
Interesting.
because not being banned in music. I shouldn't have worded it that way, so my apologies. It was like if you sign a contract with us, you cannot use these frequencies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because it will uh change it in a positive way. Like I don't know if any of y'all have listened to Christian music and been like, this is so fucking boring. Um, I've definitely been there. I've definitely been there. And mind you, there's a lot of really good Christian music. But there are some where I'm just like, this is fucking dragging on. But like I feel good while I'm listening to it. It's because of the different frequencies in the music,
Right.
which is crazy. But that's just me. I'm crazy.
We're all crazy to a degree. So where where all this ties into is how it affects the human body and like I said, the human mind. So this kind of dabbles with um I don't want to go too off the rails here, but it kind of deals with the a little known. I mean, it's known, but it's not mainstream. And Meg, I think you said you have some medical articles on this that it's it's kind of a self healing using
Yep.
frequencies and self healing, uh, self self care. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is. Self care. And the frequencies are all around. Sound frequencies are all around us. You go to a concert, you go to the airport, you go to out in the middle of nowhere and you hear nature. So sound frequencies is all around us. Now, with that said, and I was actually Meg, here is some nerd level items. I want to make it very clear. I don't know everything, but the thought process of how I know stuff
I'm on the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Go on. My
is
bad.
the frequencies. The brain itself works on bioelectrical charges, and even sound frequencies can affect that. So just bear with me. Bear with me. This is all
Mhm.
true. You can look into the uh, bioelectric electrical. You can look into the whole. A lot of this is on YouTube, and various professionals explain it very well. But
Mhm.
basically, is that sound frequency can affect your mood swings, can affect your
Absolutely.
moods, how you live, sound
Yeah.
frequencies, how you heal. They can even affect your aggression.
I I gotta stop you real quick because this is real time happening. Okay, so I have been trying to share. Let's see if this works. No, it won't let me friggin' share it. It won't let me share the tab.
Uh,
That's
try to download it. You should be able to download the website itself separately
so.
offline.
So every time, so this is the gateway workbook. All right, so this is more about numbers and everything like that. But oh, man, you know what, I'm gonna try it a different way. Let's see. But
And
usually,
actually, no, you're bringing up a very good point. This is live, people. She is trying to share, unless you're hitting a wrong tab in the share window. You know how you
right.
have all the different tabs, but you're hitting the right tab, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely. So
Okay.
like it basically, um because I can share in a few ways on here. I can share my entire screen and then go to the tab, which is what I'm going to try and do next. And then I have where I can pick like from my tabs which one to share, which is the one that I prefer to do because it makes it just easier to do. I also don't get that weird echo and shit like that. So every single time that I click on the tab, it goes to the other one, like each time. So let's try. Let's try. All right. So share screen. I want to. All right. Now it's coming up. Now it's coming up. But that's friggin' wild. It would
That
not let me share this because it kept showing this one every single
right.
time. It kept showing this, and they're right next to each other, and you can clearly read. One says gateway, and one says analysts.
S
That word
No,
that I
you're
can't.
correct. And this kinda okay, bear with us. This kind of follows to what we've been explaining in other videos, that everything is connected. Now just bear
Right.
with me on this one, because this is gonna get a little, um it's borderline. I'm not saying that it is, but it's borderline. Just bear with me. Is that all of technology is connected, and these programming, coding, building of
Mm-hmm.
algorithms is all connected to where certain algorithms will not show because of whatever the content is. As
Right.
such, Meg was attempting to show this window just the tab, but for whatever reason, either it was a StreamYard issue, or it was an issue with the algorithm that
Mm.
was, dinging on something that the content is not allowed to show.
That's so.
So
It's so weird, though. I've never had that
correct,
happen before.
correct, and you're showing the whole window itself, not the tab. And
Right.
that's my thinking is that because you're showing the whole window, not the tab,
Right.
the whatever algorithm, it it's catching the window and not the tab. But
Right.
that's my connecting the dots, people. And that was live. That was you Meg explained it, and I was just connecting the dots. So
Right.
take that information as you will.
Absolutely. Um, so well, you were talking about like how different frequencies, affect the brain, which is
Yes.
why I wanted to bring this up, because it shows you all the different types of your brain and body, um, that it can affect, and this will be in the mic drop. How you? I'm probably gonna have to share the mic drop on Facebook, and in the Telegram group since the beacons isn't working. Um, but it also, with this, they have the introduction, which basically how they stumbled on this is through the gateway experience, which is the other tab that I have, and that's all about numbers, which is quite interesting. Which we'll get to that. And then the second one is friggin' hypnosis. And this is all about like basically like how to censor your cortex, and this is gonna sound weird, but pleasure centers and emotional parts, and how like to basically hypnose them into feeling a certain way. Like it's
Which
go ahead.
I was just saying, which is a valid item. I can
Hmm.
tell you right now, I have seen news reports of those pleasure triggers and
Hmm.
how the mind is connected to certain other body parts, like your hand, for instance.
Hmm.
I kid you not, I did see a news report on this to where a lady's pleasure came from just a touch on her pinky.
Hmm.
So this
Well,
is very much so a psychology item as well as a self-care using frequencies.
right. Like, and they in this specific document, because I'm gonna try. It's only 29 pages. I'm not reading it. Sorry, my dyslexia will not allow that, or my social anxiety, especially with reading in public. Nah. Anywho's, they highlight a couple of different sections, and 6 is lamp versus laser. I think that's
Interesting.
interesting. So it's just like how like your body reacts. And I don't know if anybody has really looked into how our light bulbs don't last nearly as long, with the fluorescent lights are really bad for your mental health and stuff like that. And I believe that we have known this because of these studies that were done.
And then, uh, going through light frequency for a moment, I'm pretty sure you know already, but
Yeah.
blue light frequency keeps you awake and active,
Yeah.
and
I
that's why
really do.
there's blue light filters on all your devices.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of diving into some psychology a little bit, but the point of the matter is that all of this is part of the part of frequencies. Um, and going back to sound frequencies, when you have that ringing in your ear,
Mm-hmm.
tinnitus, and it's the brain's uh imbalance with sound frequencies, and so
Mm.
it's correcting itself, and you hear the ringing is the imbalance. So this
Mm.
this ties into how essentially, okay, my opinion that the CIA has essentially taken a self-care, self-healing item and essentially weaponized it. And we have documents to show that, hey, they did studies, they did research on it. And even you said that uh, this ties into hypnosis,
Yeah,
which we've already discussed about the MK Ultra.
right. They've been very interested in how to control our brains. Like this is another one which I feel is worth mentioning in here because, as I said, like they have these different with this these documents. They have many different sections that are for things, and section 12 is for holograms using
Yep.
frequencies to create holograms. That's wild to me. Like, in this, there's because I'm just kind of skimming through it. Um, but like they could use frequencies to make water look like it was frozen, or use frequencies and lasers to have different three-dimensional model of whatever they're trying to portray with these frequencies.
And this also, and we'll touch on this for a moment, because of the research and the on paper weaponization, these sound frequencies can also be used in a public setting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
we've kind of seen this directly, indirectly. And there's actually something that I want to share that kind of ties into what we're talking about. And for those who remember, this was back in 2016. So the whole politics aside, Havana, Cuba, there was an incident with U.S. Uh, envoys, government personnel who were there for diplomatic reasons, and of course the U.S. embassy or whatever the uh, building is there. And let me bring this up. But
Uh,
essentially, the Havana syndrome is the explanation of it is that sound frequencies were used. Let's see. Meg, Wikipedia. It should be up.
gotcha.
Um,
Really
so
glad you brought this up.
yeah. So Havana syndrome, also known as anonymous health incidents, is a disputed medical condition. And really, what it was, here we go. Theories include direct energy weapons, psychological, social causes, and toxic chemicals. Official reports, no cause has been established. And this goes to what these frequencies are about. The symptoms include dizziness, headaches, pain, cognitive problems. That is a pure psychological symptom because you cannot physically see it. It cannot be
Mm,
physically assessed.
damn.
So when I said that you're going to be seeing a little nerd here, this is that nerd side of things.
I mean, you're ruining next week's episode, but it's fine. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
um, no, because this is something that I've really wanted to talk about. To be completely honest, especially we used these same weapons in Venezuela. Like, and if you don't know about that, guys, go and look that up. But next week for Truth Talks, I would really like to talk about all the different CIA weapons. That is what I would like to do. But this
Correct.
topic, it goes well with the frequencies that we're doing right now, which I don't even know why I didn't really like put that together. I mean, I was planning on kind of bringing it up at the end.
No,
Um,
correct. And I didn't touch the US side. So we'll touch the US side on next episode.
oh yes, definitely. Like now we got to do it. That's why I was like, I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
Yes. So so as you
Go
can
ahead.
see, um frequencies is a very real thing. It's not very talked about. It is a very niche um
It is.
area of study. And it's it's definitely a topic to research and there is nothing wrong or bad. It's just like with a baseball bat. You know, it's made for baseball, but it can be used for other uh, actions.
Right, right.
Just like with
And
anything,
so,
frequencies, frequency use, sound frequency use, even light frequency use can be for good. It is a very real thing. There are people who are licensed and have the credentials in this area.
not us.
Not us, right? But
Just so I can get my disclaimers, you know.
no, of course, of course. But with that said, and on YouTube, and many videos on YouTube. So you go to like healing anxiety, healing depression, healing, and this is YouTube. So disclaimer, you know, uh, don't take this as medical
Consult
or
your doctor
health
before
advice.
trying. Consult
But
your doctor. Allegedly, these may help you. All the words.
yes. So you will have these different like 312 hertz. And you've got the alpha brain waves. You've got the alpha, beta, delta waves. These are real sound frequencies that do have health care related. I mean, we're talking about purely holistic. You know, this is purely holistic. You're not going to get this from your doctor.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
but it is
Um,
a very real thing. And the way that it affects the mind, and this does dive into uh, medical studies, that the brain does have different levels. You've got your
right.
alpha level, your beta level, your delta level, and then everybody knows about rapid eye movement, REM level. That's pretty much where you dream. So
Hmm.
it is very much niche. It is a very purely psychological level. And this kind of dives into what I'm doing with my podcast in um, philosophical type research. So what you're saying is who I am as a nerd. I don't know everything, but the stuff that I do know, you kind of have to connect dots on a different level other than what you see and feel.
Right. So I'm gonna bump back a little bit to this
Go
document.
ahead.
So I apologize. Like
No, I got a little deep there, so go ahead.
I want to show like one how old this information is, and two makes me wonder why it became classified, and why it wasn't released until 2003. Because Dennis, the one who works, so we're talking about the hologram, right? the
Yes.
hologram stuff. That in this section, you can't see me. I'm moving my hands like you can see me. Anyway, at the bottom of it, it says Dennis Gabor. I'm probably saying that not right. Anyway, won a Nobel Prize for his work in 1947 for his involvement with this. So he won a Nobel Prize, but it was also classified information. That I think is really
Interesting.
interesting. Right. Like,
Interest.
okay, was it because what was it classified? And this is all alleged. This is my just thinking out loud. But was it classified because it was actually doing something? Like, I mean, he won a Nobel Prize for it. So, and then, 'cause I don't know when these documents became classified. I just know when they were released. So, and like, that's basically 50 years. Yeah, that's almost exactly 50 years later since he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Because 1947, 2003, that's exactly 50 years.
There you go.
So, why the fuck did we have all of this is like to better your health? Like the whole hologram stuff, I find extremely interesting because they could make these rippling patterns and stuff like that. And we've seen that, probably on like YouTube or TikTok, where people will put like sand or water on the speakers to make different shapes. Like we've definitely seen like those kind of things. But like with this, it's almost like it can create a certain thing with different frequencies and different lasers. Um, and to me, my conspiracy self says, all these big giant buildings with all these crazy, weird looking windows. You know what I'm talking about? Like in churches,
I
they have like
Yep.
they look like different frequency patterns.
Yes. Here's another thought is that frequencies is actually used in physics and
Hmm.
science physics as a visual.
Right.
Uh, you sound vibrations with sand. I'm pretty sure you've seen it in science class how using sound frequencies, adjusting the sound frequencies, you can visually see how it affects uh, sand.
Hmm. I mean, I was homeschooled, but it's fine.
Well,
I can
I'm
throw
sorry
them
for forgetting that,
out.
but
You probably doing this in science,
for
but no,
for
go ahead.
for those that were in some kind of grade schooling, at some point your science teacher used sand and sound frequencies and shared how sound affects objects.
Hmm. There is also so this is really weird, but have you ever heard of an invisible vibration fence? I think it's called vibration fence, but it's where you take a bunch of different metals and I want to say it's copper and zinc. I'm pretty sure. But you take a copper rod and you put them in like four corners. Let's say it's a box, four corners of that, and the frequency will go between the copper bars, which will keep bugs out of your garden or bugs out of your house. And this was
I,
something that was like normalized with like the household.
yes, and even more so. Oh, this also. Oh, you brought up a very good example. It's not just with um, it's not just with copper or zinc. So mosquitoes, actually. So there is the bug spray, there
Which
is
is so bad for you,
s the the smoke
allegedly.
coil, and then there is a high pitched frequency, bug repellent
Yeah.
that it it's probably like, uh, above 20,000, 20,000 hertz, but essentially it utilizes high frequency to repel mosquitoes.
Yep. Mm. So I was
So,
reading.
yeah, so as far as and like I said before, this is like purely holistic. Don't take our word for it. Test it out yourself. Um,
Consult with your doctor.
so with your doctors for any health. And I say holistic, you may need to look for holistic
Right?
professionals because
Yeah,
your
you
your
can say
your
I'm one.
your pharmaceutical, uh, board certified doctor isn't going to. They will. How do they phrase it? They will steer you away and give
They
you
won't.
medicine.
They're like it's well, we have this and it's so much stronger. It's like, okay, but that's also gonna like affect my liver. It's also gonna affect my mood. It's also gonna affect my brain. It also can possibly cause cancer. Like
Right.
it's just like on and on. And it's like this might be a little bit weaker. You can't see me doing my friggin' finger signals here. But it might be weaker, but it's better for you and better for your body.
Right.
Like
Uh,
allegedly.
this is a fun episode, people, so just bear with us.
Definitely.
It
Oh my gosh.
so anyway, uh, the using frequencies to build holograms, using frequencies to repel bugs, using act and I even additionally using frequencies to grow plants.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I am going to cut you off because I found something in this. So, mind you, I've been reading this a little. I read I think the first like 15 pages before we got on StreamYard, but I've been kind of skimming through it and showing it. So, this section 31, the out of body movement, and
Oh,
it
astral projection.
right. And so, where there was a certain line that I wanted to read. Crap. Um, so, blah, blah, participants, geez, if I could read, to obtain the out of body state, nor does the program guarantee that most participants will succeed in doing it during the course of the training, but at the institute. So, like, basically, you're being trained to do out of body experiments. Like, that's crazy. That sounds like, you know, something like MK Ultra,
Right.
like just another freaking part of it. But like, it also talks about the signals and stuff like that right in here of how to do that. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want no out of body experience. No, thank you.
Yeah, and that dives into some not it's not off the rails, but that dives into some very questionable um
Methods.
i- methods. Yes. I have I have come across one person in my life so far that they have that ability. I
Mm.
believe that they believe, and I'm not saying that's good or bad, but it is a very questionable method, so just be very careful going down that path.
Right.
Um, it
I
can
think
it
it
be
could be
fun? You know,
dangerous.
its use of frequencies. It is a method of the mind. Just be careful.
Right. So this other section, which I think is really really crazy. I mean, it's really not that crazy. Um, but what's crazy about it is, all right, as I have mentioned a couple of dates, like about like 50 years ago, right? This
Yeah.
one for role of REM sleep. I'm sorry, that would have been one of the first friggin' studies I would have been doing, but they finished this in 1983. So like this whole program just going on the entire like almost 50 plus years and possibly even longer, because it could still be going on for all we know. Because as I mentioned, a lot of the crystal information, which I really wanted to look at that, is still classified. So yeah.
I mean, we're getting into some very deep stuff with that, if you know what I mean.
I do. Oh man. Ha-
We're,
speaking
we're,
of deep, what? Go
yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say if you have crystals on the surface level, they're nice. Uh, accessories. They're nice accessories. They're nice things to put out. You know, I've seen crystal um musical play when the wind or chimes, crystal chimes, when the wind blows. But we're talking about sound frequencies, and I, I'm not saying. Okay, here's my homework for you: is to look into sound frequencies and how crystals affect sound frequencies. And vice versa. There are some nuances. There's some very gray items with crystals. I'm not saying that they're bad, but in a
You got the
deeper sense,
Christian
they
view.
yeah,
I'm kidding.
in a deeper sense, there are some very questionable items of crystals.
Right. See, I was actually gonna kind of like jump on that ship right with you, because like that's something that I always like learned about, that like it's almost like a form of witchcraft. And
Yes.
the only the only reason that I am doubting that it is actually witchcraft is because God put it here on this rock with us.
No, correct. So I'm not.
So
It
like, I
it
think
can go
that
either
it
way.
can be used for evil for sure. Absolutely.
It's just like, yeah, it's just like with the baseball bat. It can be used for
Mhm.
good. It can also be
Right.
used for bad. Oh,
Mhm.
Crystal. I mean, we've got cinema stories that tell us everything with the whole witchcraft craziness. At the same time, we've also seen crystals being used for good, i.e.,
Right.
Superman.
He's Superman. That's great. So I'm at the bottom of this page, or of these documents. It's the last page. And I want to talk about some of these dates real quick, because I always find the dates interesting. I don't know
I
why.
know. Dates are always fun and interesting.
But so the altered state of consciousness, which was done by Charles T. in New York Wiley in 1969. And then we have
Okay.
like all of these different which adds on to these in 1983. We have more the mystic spiral. That's interesting. And that was done in 1980. We've got friggin' the journeys out of the body, which was done in 1971. We have changing reality, human behavior. That was, and these are all like within these documents, but at the end, it's like kind of showing like where, like I think it's more like articles on it where they were written or places that these were done at. That's at least what I'm gathering with my critical thinking skills. Um, but we have dates, you know, all over the place from the 60s all throughout the 70s into the 80s. And like some of the stuff in these documents as well go back to friggin' 1947.
Yep.
So like that's a lot of research that they have done in 50 years. That's just wild to me.
And
And why was it
here,
classified? I still can't understand.
well, it's also connecting the dots. What I mean, I've already said it. What else was going on during that time as well?
Oh,
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, yeah.
So
Well,
it,
MK Ultra, I think, was their first project, and they just stayed on it the whole time.
they stayed on it, and the, with the whole frequencies and their research with MK Ultra expanded and they exploited. I'm gonna be blunt here, people. So they exploited the human mind.
Oh,
They exploited
absolutely.
the fuck out of the human mind.
Right. Oh my gosh, are we really almost at an hour? Holy crap, we got
It
4 minutes.
almost. So we've shared a lot. I mean, I even
Yeah.
shared some of my nerd side too.
Right. I am going to jump to this because this was technically supposed to be the first document that I wanted to go to and then end it on crystals and like frequencies, but it's okay. Sometimes you got to do things a little backwards. But this is the Gateway Workbook, which is all about the numbers and stuff like that that you can use, different breathing exercises, how to properly inhale and exhale. Friggin', which is just this is all about like health for your body, basically. And to me, why the fuck is this friggin' classified? If it is helpful for the people, it shouldn't be classified. Like it really makes me mad. But they also they talk about the colors. Blue helps your nervous system. Red helps your circulation or friggin' oh my god, words. Bus it's the circulation of your body. That's not the word that's there, but whatever. That's what it means. Orange helps with muscle and bone structures. Yellow helps with organs and your glands. White, composed of all systems in the body. That's what
Ooh, that is some very amazing health items.
right. Allegedly.
Right.
I mean, Keegan's like, I really don't want to write a disclaimer, so allegedly, as much
Right.
as possible.
Right.
Um, but like they talk about like the different times to sleep. Like they talk about like I'm sure everybody's heard about the whole 3 o'clock in the morning is like the devil's time or whatever,
Right.
allegedly. Like that's supposed to be the time that bad things
Witching
can
hour.
happen to you. Or yeah,
Witching
the
hour.
witching hour. That's the word that I wanted. The witching hour. So um in this it talks about all different times of the day that like you should do this. Like this is talking about the number 10 for some reason is very good for our body. You think about the number 10, you can use different lights for it, but it specifically says, hold on, to repeat this four times a day. like, and it helps you like get out your stress and anxiety, and it's just like, what, why the fuck is this classified? I'm getting so upset. Oh man.
Get
But like
that. I
there's so many, like, go energy balance, go to focus 10 and use bright purple healing energy for your EBT and your LBM, EBM, and for healing, cleansing, and recharging. After doing this, take your problems out of your respiratory box. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but anyway, like, this is wild information. Like, this is talking about like the breathing, like, in, and I don't know if you, like, honestly, that doesn't really explain anything to me other than when I breathe in, all the energy like goes up to my head. That doesn't really explain much. But anywho's, there's tons of, allegedly, really good information in these documents. And like, this is the one that's talking about like different times. And they give a description, which honestly confuses me. Um, but let's see, I'm gonna try and see if I can get towards like, they have a whole, this is page 14 if you're interested in looking into this, and this is for use in your physical waking life daily tools. So like, it literally like gives you a breakdown of stuff to try and do to reduce pain signals, things to remember, um, like reduce emotional charge. I think the world needs that right now, especially the reducing of emotional charge. And
yeah.
like, oh, it's just, it's crazy that this was just classified. Like, they learned all of these things, and like, here's number 10 again. And like, there are so many other numbers. There's a whole, and I wasn't able to find the documents on this, and I can't remember if I mentioned this before the show or during the show, but there are the what's called the CIA numbers in water. And what it is basically, you can take a number, write it on a piece of paper, put it under, allegedly, under like a glass of water, as long as that glass is like see-through and the water can actually see the number, um it can change how the water reacts, allegedly. um which, to me, that's freaking, whew, that's wild.
Right. It
Like,
is.
and there is a video that I want to show, now that I'm, oh, that's interesting. What is this? Suggested form for personal records. That's cool to print out, have a bunch of them, and you could, keep up on your shit. Thanks,
Right.
CIA. Too bad it took you like 100 years.
Right. So where we're
Go.
going with all of this is this. I mean, if you look at it, it is a clear health issue, and the CIA had it classified for. I mean, they had research on it for 50 years. They only just declassified it. What was that? 2000.
Well, some of it was declassified. Oh yeah, both of these documents that I have up here were declassified in 2003.
2003. So
And some of these projects go back to 1947.
yeah. So th- these are health items that we, the public, could have utilized all these years, and especially if it was massively, talked about, we wouldn't be here. We as a society wouldn't be where we are right now.
Right. I absolutely agree with you. Like, no if, ands, buts. I absolutely agree with you. I think, one, RFK, Make America Healthy Again. What the fuck you doing, bro? Why aren't you talking about these documents? And here's another one. I'm gonna share this video, and then we'll do like our like end notes for it. Um, but this video right here, I don't know if you is it there it is. So this is a copper water pitcher, and then we've got a glass one, and he has it on a certain machine that helps with magnets and stuff like that to spin the water, which is really interesting. You also can make these with different crystals where you put them around the water, allegedly, and it will naturally spin your water, which keeps it nice and fresh. I'm gonna play this and see, make sure that there's sound. I'm gonna mute myself just in case.
Yep.
Create the healthiest water that you possibly can. Fill a copper vessel with RO water. This is our RO system. Let it sit for 8 hours in the vessel, which makes it alkaline. Then spin it for 9 minutes, which oxygenates it. Then drink. How to recreate.
Why isn't this normal practice? Like, and it also
Because
something because it would make us better. Literally,
right,
because it would make us better. Um,
because it's holistic, which, which we both know big pharma would not like that.
right, right. They need us sick. Um, I'm going to share this one too, because this is one that a woman made. Um, I'm not going to share the sound because I don't want to mute. But like, she has it, and she has, some sort of stone in the bottom and under that makes it spin naturally. And I believe it's called Magic Water Vortex. And then that's her account. But Magic Water Healing is also her name. But like, she sells shit like this that you can like buy, or she'll give you like directions on how to make it and stuff like that. And that's like amazing. Like,
It
especially with the shit. Look at that shit. She's got like friggin' a crystal on top, shit in it, shit underneath it, like. And if that fucking helps, like, why the fuck not? But a point I wanted to make before we end this is also, why the fuck did we stop using copper pipes for our water?
good fucking question. And
I
I
don't know
think
the answer.
I'm kind of curious, but I want to say, so separately, I've been doing some deep dive research into the 1970s. Now, I haven't looked this up yet, so bear with me. I could be completely wrong,
Okay.
but there was a societal shift, and it wasn't just society. There was a administration, there was various economic, there was global issues going on, but separately for the US, there was a shift in the 1970s.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my own little docu series uh, to explain all of this. And it's gonna take a while because I've just got a lot to dig through. But, um, was there a shift away from copper in the 1970s?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's definitely something to ask and do research on.
Right. So, as much as this is super fun, and I know me and you, we can go literally forever on some of
Right.
these topics. I am going to say, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really, really does help us out. We're trying to grow this bigger than ever. And one like at a time, or don't, whatever.
Right.
You can send us hate mail. You know, this was up most of the podcast, I feel like. But yeah, definitely send us some hate mail. I'd love it. I'll read it live on TikTok. I don't even give a shit. That shit would be
Right.
hilarious. Anywho's, also
If you
we're
want to
gonna we have
share, oh, real quick, if you want to share any questions with us, if you want us to discuss anything specific, um, please send us some feedback. If you want to say, "Hey, great job, guys," we would love that too. Um,
great,
Also, if you want to join us for a Truth Talks or even a opinionated episode as
right,
a guest,
absolutely,
please let us know,
absolutely,
and we would love to have you.
definitely. And also check out our other pages if you're watching this on YouTube or on Rumble. Check out our YouTube, check out our Rumble, check out our Facebook, check out, mine and Random Nerds TikTok. We also do have a TikTok page that just launched, but nothing is on it so far. I'm probably going to start using that and surprising people in lives. Like, oh, who's in sessions? Like, who is this? And it's me. So that should be really launching over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I think that's all. Other than, oh
That
yeah,
that's
don't forget about that beacons. Check out that beacons complaint.
right,
If you can even write in to beacons and be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Do it. Um,
right.
and then
So with that said, thank you very much for joining us, and until next episode, this is Random Nerd.
and Meg opinionated, and we'll see you next week.